What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Shogun, and today I'm bringing you my review of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. This is the latest Dragon Ball Z game from Bandai, and I must say, I have thoroughly enjoyed this game. Now, I'm bringing you this review. I know it might seem kind of late, but I'm just a regular content creator, so I didn't get the game early or anything, but I have beaten the game. I kind of no lifed it this weekend, opening weekend or whatever. I kind of no life the game, and I have to say, man, I was very, very impressed with this game. Um, you can actually kind of consider this game, a AAA title. Now, for those of you who are Dragon Ball heads, I would definitely say, this game might be, worth your attention, worth you looking at, giving it a try. I mean, we all know the story of Dragon Ball Z. We all know from the Saiyan saga all the way to the Buu saga, all my Dragon Ball Z heads. You're actually getting the chance to play the story of Dragon Ball Z. You've seen it a million times. Why not experience it firsthand? Now, the first thing I wanted to discuss with this is, some people are thinking this is Dragon Ball Xenoverse, just in a different form. Now, I was kind of big on Xenoverse on Twitch. I hosted tournaments and stuff like that, but that's neither here nor there. But what I would say about this game is, even though it does have some similarities to Xenoverse, um, it definitely is different as well. The combat system is not as diverse as Xenoverse because some people think Xenoverse is mainly like button mashing and stuff like that, but Xenoverse really has some diverse combos and stuff. And this game is more so your button mashing and spammy type stuff, but you still have your counters, you still have your blocks, your dodges, and everything like that. So the combat system is not too difficult. Pretty much anybody can pick it up and play. Um, Definitely has that fast paced Dragon Ball Z feel with it. Um, you know, the gameplay very very crisp, very fast, very fluid. Um, if I was to categorize this game, I would definitely say this is an action RPG type game. You are building characters like as you progress through the story mode and stuff like that. Even though the game is Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, as you see in some of these clips, you do play as other players. Now you don't play as everybody. You play as Trunks, Goku, Goten, pretty much all the Saiyans, Vegeta, Gohan, um, and Piccolo. Those are the characters that you actually play with. Everybody else is kind of like Krillin, Yamcha, Tien. Those are support characters. You don't really use them. And to give it that Dragon Ball Z feel, like how in Dragon Ball Z, the Saiyans were always stronger than everybody else. So in this game, as you progress further in the game, the Saiyans will progress farther than the humans, or like the Saiyans will progress farther than Piccolo. Even though but after the Saiyans, Piccolo is the next strongest, so it will be kind of like that. And what I also like how they did is in Dragon Ball Z, in certain parts, somebody's just stronger than somebody else. So, like right here in the Cell Saga, as you can see, Gohan was actually stronger than everybody else. Like he's a higher level. As you can see, I'm level 50 right then. Nobody was a level higher than 50 at that time because in the Cell Saga, Gohan was the strongest. So they did a very good job, kind of mixing um, the story aspect with the game of power levels and stuff like that. I thought that was like really cool. Um, it gives you the feel like I'm stronger than this guy or he's stronger than me and things like that. So that was one of the great things that I really enjoyed about this game. Another thing I enjoyed about this game, man, the graphics were beautiful. Like, I know it's hard for you to kind of see from my stream or my capture right now, but I mean, this thing really did like beautiful. I mean, I'm at loss of words if you can't tell. Like you felt like you was watching the anime in HD or playing the anime in HD. Like the graphics are crazy. The cutscenes, I don't want to show any of the cutscenes, even though you guys have seen it a million times. But I'd rather y'all, experience it yourself. Some of the cutscenes are absolutely gorgeous. Like the graphics look stupendous. I mean, I am very, very pleased with how the game came out looking. Um, One thing, this isn't a big gripe that I had. This is just a gripe that I have. With Vegeta being my favorite character, they do not have his famous "It's over 9,000" line in this game. That kind of got me upset, but I'm not too mad at it. It's just one of those things I wish they would have had. Something that made Vegeta who he was during the Saiyan saga. He says it's over 9,000. That kind of, I was kind of upset about that. And then on Planet Namek, when Gohan took the Dragon Balls and Vegeta jumps out of the water, he says, "I'm gonna get you, kid." He doesn't say that either. But that's a minor gripe. It's nothing to deter you from getting the game. Now, this game for the most part follows the Dragon Ball Z storyline to a T. There's a couple of things that they did, for video games' sake that changed the story mode up a little bit. It's not 100% linear with the Dragon Ball Z story, but I mean, for the most part, you're going to recognize everything that happened. You're gonna be like, "Oh shit, I remember this," or "Oh, this is where this is about to happen," and stuff like that. I mean, shit looks good, man. It looks real good. Like, everything about it, gave me the nostalgic feel because, I pretty much grew up. I'm 32 years old. I pretty much grew up watching Dragon Ball Z. I mean, that it was just like me playing my childhood right now. Uh, the game, even though I rushed through the game, it took me 27 hours to beat the game. I looked online that they said that uh, playing through the story mode it takes about 40 hours. Like, I mean, I rushed through this whole thing. Um, there are side missions and other stuff too, and they said if you want to 100% this game, it's gonna take 100 hours, which is actually pretty good for a game nowadays. Games aren't really that long, but 100 hours is actually quite lengthy. So if you're one of those people, like if you're a trophy hunter or something like that, you like the 100% games, or you want to get the most bang for your buck, then just know that this game does have some lengthy longevity into it. I mean, possibility of replay value might be high for all my anime heads out there. There is gonna be some extra stuff with the season pass. I don't know what they're gonna do. I'm kind of holding off to see, because if the DLC is going the Dragon Ball GT route, then that's gonna be a negative for me. But if they do Dragon Ball Super or maybe something brand new, then I might mess with it, because let's just be real, Dragon Ball GT wasn't that great. So everybody's thinking it, everybody says it, but let's just be real. But all in all, I just want to say that as far as this game goes, I was very surprised at how good it was, how fun it would be, how lengthy it would be, and it was just really a game that put me all in my feels, man. From a guy that loves Dragon Ball Z, watched it growing up, still watch it to this day. Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, anything Dragon Ball is my favorite anime. I mean, I don't want to tell you how to spend your money, but if you want a good lengthy game, if you're a Dragon Ball head, you might want to give this a try. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please leave a thumbs up. If you enjoy my content, please subscribe. I really appreciate you guys checking me out. and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.